What if the people pulling the strings aren't human at all? Across the USA, whispers of reptilian shapeshifters, creatures hiding in plain sight, won't go away. Are they ancient myths gone wild, or a truth too bizarre to accept? In the next few minutes, we'll dive into eerie sightings, shadowy cover-ups, and questions that might keep you up at night. Could reptilians really walk among us? Stick around, because what you're about to hear might make you question everything you thought you knew. Picture this: thousands of years ago, across deserts and jungles, people carved serpents into stone. Gods with slit eyes and scales, watching over humanity. Were they just symbols or something more? Fast forward to 1999, a packed lecture hall in England. David steps up, voice steady, and drops a bombshell. Reptilian beings, shapeshifters, control the world. The crowd gasps, some laugh, others lean in. He points to ancient Sumerian tablets, tales of Anunnaki, lizard-like rulers from the stars. Coincidence? Or a thread that's been weaving through history, waiting to be unraveled? Let's rewind. Serpents slither through myths everywhere. Egypt's snake-headed gods, India's Naga creatures, even the Bible's crafty serpent in Eden. Why does this image stick? Some say it's just our brains, scared of snakes from the wild days. But others whisper, what if we've seen them? What if those carvings aren't art? They're warnings. He didn't invent this, he stitched it together from old stories, then aimed it at modern power. He claimed these reptilians aren't gone. They're here, hiding behind human faces. Now, think about Sumeria 6,000 years back. Tablets talk of sky gods descending, teaching humans fire and words. The Anunnaki, tall, strange, sometimes scaled in art. Scholars call it mythology. It called it evidence. And he wasn't alone. Researchers like Zecharia Sitchin spent decades decoding those texts, hinting at extraterrestrial visitors. Were they onto something, or just chasing shadows? Then there's the Hopi tribe in America. Their legends speak of snake brothers, beings from below the earth, guiding humanity, sometimes tricking it. Similar tales pop up in Mayan ruins, Chinese folklore, serpents with minds too sharp for animals. Is it all connected? A global memory of something real? Icke took these dots and drew a line straight to today, saying these creatures never left, they just got better at hiding. By the late 90s, his books were flying off shelves in the USA. People started looking twice at politicians, CEOs, anyone with a stiff smile or cold stare. The theory spread like wildfire, from conspiracy forums to late-night radio. Why here? Maybe it's the US's love for the unknown, UFOs, Bigfoot, Area 51. Or maybe it's because some felt the ground shake under their feet, like a secret was clawing its way out. Here's the kicker. Icke didn't have photos or DNA, just stories and a hunch. Critics trashed him, called it sci-fi gone wrong. But millions listened. Why? Could these old tales hold a grain of truth or something more? Stick with me, because next we're heading to the American deserts, where people swear they've seen these reptilians with their own eyes. Imagine it's 1987, a moonless night in Nevada. A trucker pulls over on a lonely stretch of Route 375, near Area 51, of all places. He steps out for a smoke, then freezes. Across the sand, something moves, tall, upright, with eyes that glint like wet glass. He swears it wasn't human. The skin shimmered, scaly, before it vanished into the dark. Was he tired, hallucinating, or did he just stumble into something the desert's been hiding for years? This isn't a one-off. Across the USA, stories like these keep cropping up. Take Dulce, New Mexico, 1979. Locals whisper about a secret underground base, joint human-alien, they say. A rancher claims he saw it. A figure in a tunnel, reptilian, 7 feet tall, barking orders in a voice that didn't sound earthly. He told friends, then clammed up. Some say he was warned to stay quiet. Coincidence? Or does Dulce hide more than just cattle? Then there's the political stage. Ever heard of the reptilian glitch videos? Clips from the 90s and 2000s. Senators, CEOs, even presidents, caught on camera with eyes flickering slit-like for a split second. Tech glitch, say the skeptics. But online forums explode. That's them, they cry. One viral moment, a politician's speech in 2012, shows his tongue dart out, forked or so it seems. Editing trick? Bad lighting? Or a mask slipping just long enough to notice? Let's head to Louisiana, 2005. Post-Katrina chaos, swamps buzzing with rescue crews. A fisherman, alone in his boat, spots something wading through the muck. Human-shaped, but scaled, green, staring right at him. He blinks. It's gone. He tells the story at a bar, shaky, swearing it wasn't a gator. Locals nod, old Cajun tales talk of loup-garou, shapeshifters with reptile roots. Just folklore, or a sighting that fits the pattern? These stories don't come with Polaroids or lab reports. Witnesses are truckers, farmers, regular folks, not scientists with clipboards. Yet the details match: height, scales, those eyes. And they're not new. Native tribes like the Cherokee spoke of Octina, horned serpents with hypnotic stares. Long before Ix books hit shelves, are people seeing what they want to see, or what's been here all along? Here's where it gets weirder. Some claim these sightings spike near military zones, Nevada, New Mexico, even Alaska. Why there? Is it the isolation perfect for secrets? Or something deliberate, bases guarding more than missiles? One guy, ex-Air Force, swore he saw a reptilian in a hangar in 1993, escorting suits in black. He quit the next day, moved states, still won't talk much. Overactive imagination, or a peek behind the curtain? What if these aren't just stories? What if someone, somewhere, saw something real? The USA's a big place. Plenty of corners for shadows to hide. Next, we'll dig into why these tales might get buried, and who'd want them to stay that way. Keep watching, because this rabbit hole's about to get deeper. July 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. A rancher finds wreckage. Metal strange. Not from any plane he knows. The army swoops in, calls it a weather balloon, case closed. But locals talk. They saw bodies, small, gray, maybe not human. Then a whisper some had scales. Decades later, declassified files mention biological specimens. But the details? Blacked out. Was Roswell just a crash? Or the start of something bigger? Buried deep? Let's talk Area 51. It's 1989, Bob Lazar steps forward, ex-contractor, nervous, claiming he worked on alien tech there. He describes craft, anti-gravity, and beings, some reptilian, he hints, overseeing it all. The government denies it, says he's a nobody. Yet his story checks out: employment records, oddly scrubbed, resurface. Delusional? Or silenced because he saw too much? Whistleblowers don't fare well in this game. Take Phil Schneider, 1995. He's ex-military, says he fought reptilians in Dulce's underground base. Shot one, got scarred, barely escaped. He tours, shows photos of weird alloys, then boom, found dead, ruled suicide. Strangled with his own catheter, no less. Accident? Desperation? Or a message to others? Keep quiet? His tapes still float online. Grainy? Chilling? Hard to dismiss. Then there's the paper trail, or lack of it. FOIA requests about Dulce, Area 51, even Roswell hit walls. National security, they say. One leaked memo, 1980s, mentions non-human entities at a test site. It vanishes days later, source unknown. Why does this stuff disappear? Budget cuts don't explain. Redacted pages or burned archives. Is it sloppy filing? Or a cleanup crew at work? Think about the timing. Sightings spike, Nevada, New Mexico, then news goes dark. Witnesses recant, move away, or just stop talking. Like that trucker from '87. After his story hit a local paper, he vanished from the diner circuit. Coincidence? Or did someone pay him a visit? Even Ix lectures faced heat. Venues canceled, threats mailed. Why shut down a crazy theory unless it's not so crazy? Look at the bigger picture. The US spends billions on black projects, secret planes, drones, sure. But what about the rest? Ex-agents like John Lear hint at deals. Human tech for alien silence. Reptilians included, maybe? No proof, just crumbs, odd radar blips, bases off-limits even to senators. Why the lockdown? Protecting us or them? Here's the stinger. If reptilians are real, someone's got to know. Why do these stories keep getting buried? Coincidence or control? Next, we'll ask the big one. Could they be running the show right now? Stay with me, this is where it gets wild. Picture a 2016 debate stage. Bright lights, polished suits. A senator pauses mid-sentence. Eyes dart sideways, pupils narrow to slits, or so the slow-mo replay suggests. The clip goes viral. Reptilian confirmed. Scream the comments. Glitch? Fatigue? Or a split-second reveal of something inhuman calling the shots. Across the USA, people are asking, could reptilians really hold power? David Icke's been saying it for years. Elites aren't just greedy. They're not even human. He points to old bloodlines, royalty, bankers, politicians, tied to ancient myths of serpent rulers. Look at the footage, he urges. Stiff gestures, cold stares, like masks that don't quite fit. Take a 2001 interview. CEO blinks sideways, nictitating membrane style. Tech error? Or a clue slipping through? Then there's the shapeshift moments. A 1990s news anchor, live on air, face flickers, scales flash, then gone. Bad signal, says the station. But viewers rewind, frame by frame, swearing it's real. Another case. A diplomat at the UN 2010, caught on a hot mic hissing literally before cutting off. Accent slip? Or a voice-breaking character? These clips pile up online, blurry but persistent. What about behavior? Power players act odd sometimes. Unblinking stares, rehearsed smiles. Think of that viral 2018 summit, world leaders frozen mid-handshake, like puppets on pause. Conspiracy boards light up. Reptilian hive mind. Overblown? Maybe. But why do these glitches keep happening? Especially where cameras roll. History's got hints too. Medieval texts describe kings with dragon blood, eyes that pierced like knives. Folklore? Or witnesses catching something off. Fast forward. Some claim deceased layout mimics snake patterns, built by masons obsessed with occult grids. Urban planning? Or a nod to unseen masters? No proof, just questions stacking up. Here's the kicker. If reptilians rule, they'd blend in perfect mimics, pulling levers behind the curtain. Could that explain the secrecy, the cover-ups, the way whistleblowers vanish? If this is true, what does it say about who's really in charge? We've traced the myths, the sightings, the silenced voices. Now it's up to you. What do you think's lurking in the shadows? Stick around for the end. This one's worth sharing. So, where does this leave us? We've walked through ancient serpent myths, eerie sightings in America's backyards, whispers of cover-ups, and the wild idea that reptilians might sit in power. No smoking gun, no scales in a briefcase or alien DNA on file. Just stories, glitches, and questions that won't die. Are these tales the mind playing tricks, filling gaps with shadows? Or are we brushing up against a truth too strange to swallow? The USA's a land of secrets. Deserts hiding bases, files locked away, voices hushed. If reptilians are out there, watching, waiting, are we ready to face what that means? Maybe it's all myth, a modern ghost story. Or maybe, just maybe, the next time you catch a cold stare or a flicker on TV, you'll wonder, who's really looking back? This is just the start. If this got your gears turning, hit subscribe. We're digging deeper into the unknown every week. Drop your thoughts below. Seen something weird? Heard a rumor? Share this with someone who'd dare to question too. The truth's out there, or is it closer than we think? See you in the shadows.